Hey everybody, it's Lo from Custom Creations by Lo. I hope you are all doing well on this Monday. It was a beautiful day here, a little cooler than it has been, but it was still a very pretty day. So this is going to be a relatively quick video. I know you probably might enjoy that for a change, but today I am going to be testing these new markers that I purchased at Michael's. They are Staedtler's 12 pigment brush pens. Now, these are supposed to be, they're fiber tip pens with the brush pen, and it's supposed to be like 3 types of ink in one. Let's see here. It says, a lot of it appears to be in French, which I don't understand French. But anyway, so it says it's great for light fastness and color brilliance, overpainting, permanent and waterproof, no bleeding and no ghosting. So I figured we would try this on first this little wooden ornament thing that I have, and do it, and then I thought we would try it on this piece of resin, and we would try it on a silicone mold. So the first thing we're going to do is, let me just look at the colors here. We have, let's see, my favorite color, blue, and it is, yeah, they're called pigment brush pens. Anyway, so it just says blue, intense black, red violet, cool gray medium, violet, yellow, willow green, brown, red, light blue, orange, and green. So those are all 12 of the markers. I did buy these, like I said, at Michael's. They were $24.99 with the discount. I think they're regularly 30 something. But anyway, so I wanted to give them a try, like I said, because it does say it's a pigment brush pen. So we're going to try painting these flowers here on this little Highland cow. And we'll see how we like texture and kind of go from there. So I think I'm going to do the centers in the orange. All right, colors in pretty well in here. Okay, and I managed to stay in the line. That's a miracle. And shout out to Andy on his Highland Cow, aka Buffalo. I think the color choices that were all selected were wonderful, and it didn't look nearly as psychedelic as I thought it was. So that was a plus, but it turned out very, very pretty. It's a great job. All right, so that is our flowers. What color do we want though? I want to see this light green here, because the person I have this in mind for, yeah, that's not her color. She likes a turquoise tealish color, and that is definitely not that. It's definitely a willow green. So let's go ahead and do, I guess, red maybe? No. Let's go ahead with the brown here and try some of its fur. We're not going to color all this in. on camera. Like I said, this is just a test. So let's see how we can do. Because my ultimate goal is to get it colored in and then resin over it. So it does, you know, feeling pretty good. So with wood like this, you may have to go over it, you know, twice, as you can see. All right. So I do like it on this wood. I didn't do so well in staying in this line. There we go. Okay, so we've tried it on here. And like I said, this is going to be a quick video. Probably one of the fastest that I will do. Now, I will, of course, finish it and have pictures eventually, but like I said, today is about testing it. So we know we like it on there. So the next piece we're going to try it on, as I said, this is just mold that was poured in epoxy resin. The friend that I'm doing this for actually made these, and she brought them over so I can make molds out of them myself, which was awful sweet of her. So let's try a color on it. Let's try this blue and see what we think of it on there. All right, so we're just going to go to someplace that'll be easy to get this off, because God forbid if it stains it, I don't want it to be anything major. So let's just see about this here. It's like a little dress line, I guess, on the little girl. She was making these for, you know, like cacti. I said, what about hard-boiled egg holders, you know, or a poached egg? Well, not a poached egg, but definitely a hard-boiled egg. They'd be so cute. Okay. Seems to color pretty good. I do like this color. What do you think? All right, let's see how easy it wipes off. Let's cross our fingers. Get me some alcohol here. That's 91%. I save the 99% for when I'm pouring. Ooh. So this way, if you are painting something with resin and, you know, you mess up, how easy will it come off? And this blue here is from when she poured it. I think she said she had color left on something and it bled into it. But all that did come off. So let's try one of the other colors. Again, I want it part of the smooth areas so that we're not taking any chances with it. We'll try the yellow and do her, let's see here. Try the front. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that color. These are the straps of her dress. But that yellow is gorgeous. And it's nice to have a tip that is very controllable. What do you think? Shoot, I may do her once I make the mold. I may do her in that. All right, again, let's go ahead and get that off. We don't want to leave it any longer than we have to. So I hope everybody is getting ready to enjoy their Thanksgiving. It is just myself and my husband, so we'll probably go out and grab something to eat. You know, don't have to be traditional or anything. And I'm certainly not going to do a lot of cooking and stuff for just he and I, because we barely finish a whole steak together. A lot of times, if we have a nice steak, it'll get split up and we'll have it for two meals. So neither of us eat that much. All right, so we know it works on the epoxy, so that's a plus. So she is unharmed, so that way I can use her to make the mold and don't have to feel bad for it. Now, let's test this gingerbread mold. I just got these from Temu. I did not realize they were as small, but they'll still be cute. So I'm just going to clean it good here. And then let's pick red and do the outline of this little girl's skirt. I don't know. Well, it's not taking it. It's kind of repelling. If you can see that, every time I wipe it there, it just doesn't do anything. So I'm going to say no on this and the mold. Okay, so now we know it really doesn't like the silicone mold. Been nice if it did, so that way you could just, you know, paint it and, you know, use UV resin, which is what I was thinking about doing. So what we are going to do instead is, since that didn't work, it is a pretty red though. I'm going to fill up her with some UV resin. Let me grab some gloves. Got me some more blue gloves in. These are small, so I'm hoping they will stay on my fingers and not be making me irritated by slipping off. These do fit really snug, so hopefully they will stay. All right, get that off there. Get my UV lamp ready, which is right over here. Dang, my nose is itching today. All right, so let's just fill this little girl with a thin layer. I'm not going to do a great big, you know, thick layer because it's just plain. And since I would probably be using these for earrings or pins, and you know, not necessarily would want them. Well, I mean, they're not really that thick, but again, this is just a test. I'm just going to kind of go around and make sure that that UV is in there. Get my lighter. And then once we've cured it, we will try to color it. All right. Little bubble stuck down in there. Let's see. Went to the wrong. There we are. One of my dotting tools. There's a little bubble stuck in there. Does not want to come up. Here it comes. Got one up here around her head. right there. Now I can tell you one thing about this mold. It is not cut evenly. As you can see, this side here is thicker. It actually has like a little edge on it. And this side is that. So this kind of rises up. So there's a little bubble. I'll just go ahead and cure that. Stick it in there for 3 minutes. So I don't know if you've seen the post I put out today. I extended the giveaway until the end of November, and then I will be doing the drawing. So go watch my Christmas Gnomes video and learn how to enter that video. And hope you win a chance, or get a chance at winning a $25 e-card Amazon gift certificate. All right. Now something I did make the other night, turned out really pretty, is the lotus, holographic lotus mold. I was in shock. I had some down in there, looks like paper towel maybe when I cleaned it. It's almost perfect. Had no bubbles on the edges, which was awesome. And some microscopic ones, but you really can't see it. But didn't that turn out pretty? Let's see, I'm gonna put that up there. I can't see my time. Still got some snowflakes to make, which that video is coming out at 5 o'clock Monday. Today is what, the 24th, which is my oldest daughter's birthday. So shout out to Jenny Robles. Happy birthday to you. I love you, and hope that you enjoy your gift. And yes, if anybody else has birthdays, happy birthday to you, and to anybody else, you know, any family members you may have. And now starts the fun, because we had her birthday, then we have Christmas, and then January 9, 16, 19th, and 27th, I have birthdays for my other 2 kids, and then 2 of my friends. Oh, and I almost forgot, Miss Chastity's birthday is in December, so yeah, so this is the time of year for me that everybody starts. Me, I was a water baby. I was born in the spring, in April. All them people, and they happened, well, except for 2 of them. Chastity, that's this in December. And then my other friend that's birthday is January 27th. Does not like cold, and I don't blame him. So that's interesting. It looks like, can't tell what it did actually. It's cured on that side. Like I said, I did this. You'll see this side, even though I have a dual lamp, this needs to go in there for a few minutes. So that's a telling thing for me. Just gonna put it back in there. And hopefully it's not too fragile that I can't try coloring it. That would be crazy. Also excited, have one of my next videos is going to be featuring my latest order from Laura's Art Corner and what I got from her. I also got some Happy Mail from her, and then I also got some shopping hauls, Amazon, Temu. Yeah, so I've got some stuff coming up I can't wait for y'all to see. Alright, let's see if that still feels sticky. Nope. That did the trick. Alright, so as you can see, she is super thin, super thin. Definitely would do, you know, for an order or for whatever I was going to do with these, I would make sure I filled them up all the way. What is that? That's weird. Why is that on the side of her dress? Is the mold made that way? It is. Okay, so why does... Oh, I bet it's supposed to be like her bow of her apron sticking out. I think, what in the world? Alright, let's see how we get on with this. We're going to, again, try the little apron part, if I can see it. I love this red. It's actually very pretty. Let's see what the star would look like with the yellow. There's a little star right here. Actually, it's raised and not indented, but it shows up really well. You don't see that? She's itty bitty, but she's there. Okay, friends, so believe it or not, that's going to end this video. Told you it was going to be quick. So I will get the little cow finished and take pictures, and if I do any more, I may do some of the gingerbread and women and finish them up and have some pictures. So I will talk to you later. Bye.